Hi everyone, I'm Robin. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to work on a garden bed that runs along my driveway. The area needs some cleaning and color, so I plan to add some snapdragons and my favorite pink vincas. I'll also give you a quick update on some snapdragons that I planted in a previous video during the first week of May. Let's get to it. So let me walk you over to the left-hand side of my driveway where I've been working on some boxwood and other stuff, and the alyssum that I planted maybe a month ago is growing in beautifully. I love all the color. I think I still need to add a little bit more purple. That white is quite bright, but I do like the purple in there. It kind of softens it a little bit. So over here I have the end of the flower bed that last year I planted some bunny tails. I planted them by seed. I started them on the inside of the house in my little closet, and they grew up and I was able to create a wreath out of them. Little did I know that they would reseed in such an abundance out in this area. They're actually taller than they were last year. So I'm going to dig these out as pretty as they are and maybe save some of the tops and make another little wreath. Back behind it, I did plant feverfew last year and it too has reseeded. So I'm going to keep a little bit of the feverfew so I can still plug them in and make some bouquets with some other cut flowers. But this area out here I want to remove and also plant some vincas along the front area. Last year I had white vincas in there and the hummingbird moths just loved them. Well, as you can see, white vincas reseed themselves very well in my area, which is zone 9B. So I have them all over in the garden bed down in here. So I will do some editing and pull some of those out because I just don't want it like a chaotic mess in here. And this year I decided to do pink. The pink don't seem to reseed themselves for me as well, but this is one of my favorite pink vincas that are out there. And then these are some of the seeds that I started in the house. So I'm going to decide whether I want the cherry twist in here, the lucky lips, and maybe some 20 apple blossom. I'm not quite sure yet. But as you can see, if you look really close, the caterpillars are making a little salad bar out of my snapdragons. So I need to get those in the ground so I can also keep up on the budworms and keep those at bay so the plants look nice and healthy. So let's get started on prepping this bed and getting them in the ground. Okay, I got the most of it tore out, but as you can see, there are a lot of little flower tops laying in there from the bunny tails. And I think I'm going to be tackling those for a few years as they probably will reseed, but I don't think I will ever plant bunny tails in here again. So it's going to be a little bit of a battle probably until they finally are done reseeding. But look at all those little flowers. So I've set these aside and I will go through and take some time another time to cut the tops off. So maybe I can make a couple little wreaths because I think they're super cute when you make a wreath out of it. I still need to decide how much of the feverfew I'm going to tear out. And then I'm just going to basically clean this all up and get it ready for planting. Alrighty, here's the bed a week later. I will admit that I finished this bed up last weekend, but it was way too warm and I was really tired and didn't want to come out here and do the final video on how it turned out. So everything is doing well in here. I did put some topsoil across the top of it, but I see that a little bit of the drip line's being disturbed, so I need to come fuss with that a little bit. But I'm really happy with the pink Vincas. Everything is doing well. And along here, I have the Lucky Lips Snapdragons. Now, most of the ones that I chose to plant out here in this garden bed will only get about a foot tall. The ones that I planted in the backyard, which I'll give you an update in a bit, those could get up to 3 feet tall or maybe a little bit taller. So those will be more cut flowers in the back. I may cut some of these up for bouquets, but I'm not sure. This little patch along here, these are cherry twist. And then this over here, which is a paler pink inside, is 20 apple blossoms. So I'm super excited to see how those do. And while we're here, the feverfew is doing fantastic. And this is all reseeded by itself from last year's crop that was in this flower bed that I used for cuttings. And then over here, I have my Autumn Joy Sedum, which is probably at its prime for color right now. So the pinks are really pretty, but soon, I don't know why in my area, it will turn brown quickly. So I enjoy it while I can. But overall, I'm super happy with this and I'm excited to see how it all grows in and see all the different pink tones in this area of the garden. Now I'll switch over to the backyard and show you how those are doing in the back. So this is the area in the backyard that I have fenced in so the pups can't get back here and walk all over the young seedlings. But I did take some of the other snapdragons and fill in here. This here is reseeded celosia from last year. So I did leave those alone, but I took a few and transplanted them over in this area and some more feverfew that reseeded itself. So this area will be full of blooms soon, I hope, to make bouquets. Back there, I have some phlox, which this will probably be the last year that they're over there. I think they needed to be in an area that gets a lot more sun. The ones that are getting more sun, as you can see, have some blooms starting on them. The ones that are getting a little bit too much shade, they don't have any buds on them. So then if we walk around over here, this is where I chose to put all the taller snapdragons and add the support pieces that I had from an old patio cover. And I'm super excited with all the buds that are on them, and I already have some in bloom as well. So the ones that are in bloom here are a mix of Potomac Berry Blend and just super pretty. Look at those. This one has a little pink center. This one's a very vibrant magenta or berry tone. And then over here, I'm not sure where my little line divides, but this one might be a Potomac Early Sunrise. And the yellow with the pink are just super pretty on this one. So I'm excited to see all of these buds open up and see the different color tones that I have back here. So pretty much the height of most of what I have are 2 to 2.5 feet tall, and they can get anywhere from 3 foot tall and slightly above. So the ones that are coming through this little grid thing are getting plenty of support. Some of the ones back here I've had to pick up and kind of feed through this little grid for some support. I also have down here, which I was really surprised to see reseed, is some bells of Ireland. And these last so long in the vase, but I didn't know it when I planted them because last year was the first time. They have little thorns on them, so you have to be careful. But aren't they a gorgeous shade of green? And they're super fun to have in the vase or in a mixed bouquet. and they are a long-lasting flower in there. Look at the wind blow through them. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you are a returning viewer, and I see you in the next one. I appreciate everyone. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.